Welcome sports card collectors, flippers, and fans to another episode of Rookies to Ruth Cards. Wimbledon is right around the corner, and with that I'm going to go through the top 5 favorites from the odd makers on the men's and women's sides, and go through what cards you may want to target, including any autograph options for any of these players. You never know how the tournament might come out, but these are the paper favorites as we head into the tournament. And there might be maybe some surprises and chances to increase your collection from this video. On the men's side, the defending champion, Yannick Sinner, he's been a force all year long. Really the only thing that has stopped him is either the heat in Paris that was record-breaking and not likely to happen again, or another player on my list here that I'll discuss in a few minutes. But other than that, Sinner has been dominant all year long. He's the favorite to defend his title, and he's been clearing away the top player in men's tennis this year. His card options are a little limited. 2024 Panini Instant JS1 is considered his main rookie card. The prices reflect that. It's expensive, but you're locking in potentially an all-time great here. He has 4 Grand Slams at 24 years old. He's, no, I don't want to say a lock to get to double digits, but very likely with the way that he's really leading the field in men's tennis right now. Number 2, Novak Djokovic. There's not much to say about Novak that hasn't already been said. 24 Grand Slams. He's, arguably one of, if not the greatest men's tennis player of all time. He's going for his record 25th Grand Slam to hold the all-time record. Grass is his best chance, likely to get another one. If you're looking for a rookie card for him, 2007 Ace Authentic number 16 is considered the rookie card for Novak. There are a few different parallels you can target. A game used relic option if you'd like to go that route. He does have some autographs and other sets, but you're locking in the price for an all-time great. Alexander Zverev is the number three favorite going into Wimbledon. He's coming off of his first Grand Slam title. Finally, he got over the finish line and got a Grand Slam title. His rookie cards are in 2024 Topps Chrome. He's in the Sapphire edition as well for that product. He has the base rookie card as well as some refractor options. He does not have an autograph in that product, but he has a few different cards that you can target if you think that he'll make another deep run on the grass. Number 4 and 5 here, two American players who could make a big impact on the grass, both with massive serves, games that are really well suited to the grass. First up, Ben Shelton. Pictured there is his rookie card, pictured out of 2024 Topps Chrome. He is in the autograph checklist for that product. He's a player that really can go deep on any surface. Grass, as I said, it suits his game very well, and I expect him to make the second week, if not farther. Taylor Fritz. He's been a finalist at the Grand Slam before. He's made deep runs at Wimbledon. His biggest opponent may be in the first round. Jack Draper, former top 5 player who's only been falling down the rankings due to injury, but the talent is clearly there for Draper. Taylor Fritz will have his hands full potentially in that first round, but if he gets through, there's no reason that he can't make a deep run to semifinals, finals, potentially winning the tournament. He has a lot of upside if he can get through that first round. His main rookie card is in 2024 Topps Chrome. He was also in the 2017 Goodwin Champions checklist. He has an autograph in the Goodwin's Champions set and in Topps Chrome, so you can target a few out of those sets. He has parallels in both years, refractors in the Topps Chrome set. He has some bordered parallels in the Goodwin Champions set, but definitely a lot of nice options there for really a player that's been at the forefront of American tennis for the last half decade. And then one potential wild card there on the men's side, Jakub Mensik, coming off a semifinal run in Paris. the game really suits grass. He has a massive serve, returns very well. I think he's a future Grand Slam champion, if not this year. Definitely he's a contender for the future. His rookie cards are in 2024 Topps Chrome number 193. He's really a player that could be a long-term hold, and could be a speculative play for men's tennis. And now to switch over to the women's side, Aryna Sabalenka. She's been number one player and dominant for the last few years in women's tennis. She has 4 Grand Slam titles. She's pretty much a good bet to go deep in any Grand Slam she plays, as long as you never know with any kind of injury that may come up. But as long as she is healthy and in good form, she's a good bet to go deep. As with many of these players, her rookie card is in 2024 Topps Chrome. She does have an autograph in that set if you'd like to target something a little rarer, and that could really appreciate in value. She has some refractors you can target. Regular refractor, prism refractor, clay court refractor. A few different options for you there. Number 2 on the women's side, Elena Rybakina. Again, her rookie cards, well, like with Sabalenka and a few of these players here in 2024 Topps Chrome. She does have an auto version in that set as well. You can target to try to lock in a player who's former Grand Slam champion. She's in really good form this year. She's been one of the top players not only in the year-to-date rankings, for all rankings. She's really been a force, and someone that could legitimately win this title. Number 3, Coco Gauff. 2-time Grand Slam champion, U.S. Open and French Open. She's made runs at Wimbledon before, even dating back to 2019. Made the 4th round when she was 15 years old. She's clearly play on grass. She has the game for any surface. As long as she's in good form, she can make a real deep run. She also has other cards in 2021. She has cards in 2021 Topps Chrome. And the 2023, or 2021 rather, Goodwin Champions set. Number 4, Iga Swiatek, 6-time Grand Slam champion. She's struggled a little bit with her form lately, but she's defending champion here, and there's no reason to think that she can't make a deep run again. She proved last year that she has the game to go deep on grass. And she doesn't necessarily need great form coming in. She's one of those players that can kind of play her way into a tournament. So it'll be interesting to see what she can do. Her main rookie card in 2024 Topps Chrome. She also has an autograph version. And she's in a Goodwin Champions set in 2023 as well. So she has some really nice options for you to potentially pick up there. And then Mira Andreeva, coming off her French Open title. It'll be interesting, like Zverev, coming off the Grand Slam title, to see how she can kind of repeat and potentially do it all over again. She is really an exciting player for the future, even if she doesn't win the title here or even another Grand Slam until the French Open next year. She's an exciting player to watch, one that can really make some noise in women's tennis. And then, just like I did with the men's side, adding one more player, Serena Williams. She's back. It's been a few years since we've watched her in Grand Slam tennis, but she is, like with Novak, she's arguably the greatest women's player of all time. And there's no reason that she can't make a run here. She still has that aura factor that a lot of the Grand Slam champions and greats all time have, where she has that mental advantage when she walks onto a court, and there's no reason to think that if she wins a match, 2 matches, 3 matches here, that she can't suddenly get on a roll and go deep. So it'll be interesting to see if she can make a run. If any of these players have what it takes to win the Wimbledon title this year, or if we'll get a completely surprise winner. It's you can plan it down on paper as much as you'd like, but until the matches actually start, there's no way to 100% predict what will happen. But it'll be an exciting 2 weeks, and hopefully these have given you some cards to potentially target. And let me know in the comments below if there are other players that you are looking to buy or are interested in seeing how they might do over these 2 weeks. Feel free to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future content, and enjoy the matches. It'll be an amazing 2 weeks. Thank you.